I've got about 5 too, so.
They have these really nice boxes this year. If anybody wants to come up afterwards and pick them up, they could. The check is covered up in there. The check's covered up. When you do the announcement, they'll come up to get it, and you can give them. Would you like me to hand them to you? We've got them in order of four.
Yeah.
They're this row and then the back row, but I'm happy to do that.
I'll let you do it. You need to see.
I'll get one.
Okay. Ready?
Sit back here and get out of the way.
Be fine. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yay, good morning. We have, hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning. We have a lot to do, and I know how much you love talking with each other and celebrating, and we want to make time for that outside at the back. So to get started, I'm going to ask Stacy Perdue, please, to come forward.
Good morning. How's everyone? In a graduation speech at the University of Michigan in 1964, President Lyndon Johnson put a name to a new vision for the United States. He called it the Great Society and laid out the vision of a country that did not confine itself to making money, but rather used its post-World War II prosperity to enrich and elevate our national life. Johnson's following words sound a lot like what you and I strive to do every day here at Meredith. He said, that great society would enable every child to learn and grow, and it would create a society where cities would not just answer the demands of commerce, but would also serve the desire for beauty and the hunger for community. It would protect the natural world and would be a place where people are more concerned with the quality of their goals than the quantity of their goods. But most of all, he said it would look forward. The Great Society is not a safe harbor, a resting place, a finished work. It is a challenge constantly renewed, beckoning us toward a destiny where the meaning of our lives matches the marvelous products of our labor. Thank you, Meredith employees, faculty, and staff for investing yourself in this great society dream through this wonderful Meredith community. On this awards morning, you are all winners in my book.
Thank you, Stacy. Before we begin, please note that Provost Poslusny is unable to be with us today. Our program doesn't reflect the change, so others will present where his name is listed. We now present our awards for years of service to the college. Meredith's mission is to educate and inspire students to live with integrity and provide leadership for the needs, opportunities, and challenges of society. Fundamental to this mission is the work of our staff and faculty. Your service to the college enables us to operate and thrive and provide an outstanding education for our students. We help our students become strong and independent citizens of the world. And today we recognize members of our faculty and staff for the service they have provided to Meredith. We want to recognize our employees who've completed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 years of full-time service for over the past year. It'll be funny to you to calculate some of this because we all talk about the big hole that was COVID, and so I think we've learned to do mental calculations of adding 2 or 3 years to everything we thought we knew about time. We do ask that you refer to the program for the full list. And to those individuals being recognized this year, we thank you for your dedication and commitment to Meredith and our students. We'd especially like to recognize now those who are completing these years of service for 5 years. Congratulations to Bob Blackman Autry Jr. Please stand if you're with us. Thank you, Bob. Bob, you get all the applause because I'm asking everybody to hold their applause till we get to the end of the 5-year mark. So there you go, Bob. Okay. Now, the rest of you, just hang in there. You'll get yours. Jennifer Burgess, Youngsik Choi, Lisa DeLeese, Holly Fisher, Dylan Glotzer, Joseph Mazzola, Shelley McMahon, Field Miller, Pamela Norcross, Shauna Pawson, Betty Shannon Pravat, Anthony Reed, Tiffany Sanders, Heather Sanderson, Kimberly Scavone, and John Wilson. Thank you very much for your 5 years. For 10 years of service, congratulations to Heather Bauer, Cynthia Brinson, Diane Burke, Elaine Hogan, Andrea McPherson, Sasha Orman, Carolina Perez Hadrick, Vincent Ord Rayner, Angela Robbins, Tracy Smith, Bob Temper, Jeff Waller, Kelly Wilder, and Heather Ziegler. Thank you. For 15 years of service, Jason Andrus, Lorona Gaspar, Deborah Green, Amy Hess, Gwen Morris, Dale Parker, Lori White, and Bing Yu. Thank you. Congratulations to the following faculty and staff who've served the college full-time for 20 years. Astrid Billett, Pamela Galloway, Lori Miller, and Stephen Roten. Thank you. For 25 years of service, Belinda Brooks, Lisa Pierce. And some of you get a special serenade for 20 years, right? I'm wondering what's going to happen with 30, so. Congratulations to the following individuals for their 30 years of service: Robin Colby, Beth Meyer, Karen Mooney, and Carrie Nichols. Thank you. This morning, we recognize 3 individuals who will retire in the coming months. There's so much that we could share about each of these individuals, so it's difficult to keep the comments within our limited time frame, but we know that you already know much of their story and their accomplishments and their contributions. So we will try to make this expeditious so we can have time to share after the program. First, Jean Jackson will come up and celebrate her award.
I'll ask Kathy Owen, Office Manager in the Office of Student Leadership and Development, to come forward and stand up here. Now, being the center of attention is close to excruciating for Kathy. So I will encourage her by quoting the White Queen, who says to Alice, no, stand up here. There you go. See? By quoting the White Queen, who says to Alice, "Consider what a great girl you are. Consider what a long way you have come." Kathy has indeed come a long way. She is retiring in July after having kept SLS on track since 1999. But Kathy's connections to Meredith began long before she became an employee. Kathy's mother was a student at Meredith in the 50s. Kathy graduated from Meredith in 1975, and her sister Barbara in 1986. So Kathy has been connected to Meredith College both personally and professionally for 7 decades. Do you need to sit? Okay. Kathy's #1 Clifton strength is responsibility, and it shows in her work. She has an eye for detail that has helped her ensure the quality of work, whether a bulletin board, an electronic newsletter, an email, a folder, a flyer, or a document. She has put effective processes into place for the office's financial accounts and for student accounts. With around 100 student organizations at Meredith, you can imagine how many financial transactions she's handled. Her financial acumen is also important to the more than 1,000 student organization sales that have occurred in the last 25 years, as well as the success of the SLS yard sale held annually since 2006, when Kathy created it. She has always cherished working with student workers and maintained positive relationships with them. One of them, who graduated in 2008, said, "Kathy was my school mom. She always wanted to know what I was up to and encouraged me when I was having a hard time. I remember spending time talking with her when I needed help personally. She made me laugh and taught me the importance of color coordination and organization." Kathy's retirement will likely be filled with the things she enjoys most beyond the campus: reading, as well as attending Carolina Hurricanes games and North Carolina Symphony performances. Kathy plans to volunteer with a literacy initiative for school-age children or adults. She also plans to organize the important items in her house and dispose of the unimportant ones. Oh, Kathy. Some of us could use instruction on how to do that. But we thank you for your service in making Meredith College a better place for students and colleagues alike. We wish you an outstanding retirement.
Good morning. I request Dr. Walda Powell come and join me. And I'm going to chase her around the stage a bit, get her positioned. Thank you. Since 1995, Dr. Walda Powell has been a Meredith College faculty member. During that time, she's risen through the ranks, being recognized twice with Meredith's Excellent in Teaching Award. She's maintained an active undergraduate research program, which has the added benefit, or maybe the primary benefit, of helping to launch the careers of many students. As I thought about honoring Walda today, I thought in some ways, what can I say that has not been said this year? It's the year of Walda. And I also thought, what can I say that will not start me tearing up? So I spent the weekend reminiscing, and there are many stories that I could tell about Walda. And I, instead of going over my time here, as I was reminded multiple times not to do, I shared the story of Walda Powell all around Cary and Apex this weekend. Everywhere I went, I was just in a kind of a dreamlike phase, and people were like, "What's on your mind?" I said, "An organic chemist." She's a friend and a colleague, and she's leaving. And there's so many things to share about her. There's so many experiences when you've worked with someone this long. We've raised children together. We have done all kinds of things together. And it's not just Walda and I. Walda is known all across campus. Walda's ever-present smile. People love to see her coming. I once had a little hiatus and spent some time in Johnson Hall, and Walda was the dean in natural and mathematical sciences. I cannot tell you how many times to this day I am reminded of how pleasant a committee member she was. Dean's Council, NMS, oh, they just rave on. So, one of the stories that I wanted to tell you, and I actually like to tell stories, but I could not capture the funniness of this one. But I'm going to take a terrible chance at just sharing a minute of it with you. So if you know Walda, Walda is the definition of a curious intellectual. She is curious about everything, and when she engages in something, she kind of earns like a little master's degree or a doctorate. So when she talked me into teaching the science of fermentation to students, I knew it was more than a book and a syllabus. We have books, weekly meetings. I really don't have time to tell you what we had to do. And yet we enjoyed, and this was a year ahead. And so, and then the second time we taught it, we had to do the same thing. So I just couldn't quite get it out of my mind. But one of the things we did that was great fun is take cheese classes, and she alluded to those in her talk. But she left out one of the fun things we did. We went over, and this is Jason Anderson's fault, I swear. We went over to Atlantic Brewing. I don't think any of us ever been over to Atlantic. We haven't been over there drinking beer and carrying on. I don't even know what they do much over there. But Jason said, go over there, they brew beer. And Walda, of course, had me enrolled in this master's program. So, I had to learn all about beer. And I know the microbes and all the important stuff about beer, but the steel tanks and the pressure and, it just goes on. So Walda Powell and I, enrolled in a class. We showed up, our little nerd selves, kind of dressed up, even though I believe it was a Saturday, might have been a Sunday. They were gearing up. I know I'm a little over time, but I'm almost fun. They were gearing up for yoga and beer. Have you ever had yoga and beer? Anyway. But we went to our little class with our little notebooks, and we were asking about the cylinders and the pressures and the strains, and we were consulting with one another and noticing all the men that came in. Only Dr. Powell and I we were the only women. And they were all dressed in like jeans and baggy shirts and hats and things, and looking at us suspiciously, which we figured was because we were women. We didn't think about the notebook part. But anyway, as it got to going, they started, maybe 10 minutes into it, they start serving samples of beer. Well, 20 minutes into it, we had had 4 samples of beer in cups about that big. Well, Walda and I were both like I can't tell you. So then we said, we have got so much trouble, and we found they have grates in the floor. So we would take turns scooching down and pouring it out. And anyway, see what I mean about the stories? I could tell. I am gone. I'm done. Okay. Maya Angelou reminds us that at the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or did. They'll remember how you made them feel. I'm in no position to take exception to Maya Angelou, but I surmise hundreds of students and countless colleagues will remember flooring, controlled safe explosions, mostly, an ever-present smile, and most of all, how Dr. Walda Powell made them feel. May our colleague and friend experience the best of a well-deserved retirement.
Jo has opted to sit, as is her right and privilege. Today, we acknowledge and thank Jo Allen for 13 years of service to her alma mater. A member of the class of 1980, Jo became president on July the 1st, 2011. She called a meeting for 8 a.m. that day, and we were off and running. She's held countless more meetings, meals, receptions, ceremonies, visits, and time in between, analyzing what Meredith is and what it can become. She has withstood the heat in the kitchen as president and as the cook in Wonderland, there with a penchant for handing out sauce to the Duchess and sprinkling pepper over other Wonderlanders on the stage. Since taking office, President Allen has guided Meredith to an enviable position of strength. She led a collaborative, community-wide process to develop a comprehensive strategic plan, Meredith Forever. With her leadership, Meredith raised more than $90 million in Beyond Strong, its largest fundraising campaign ever, earned the highest rating from the U.S. Department of Education for financial stability, launched the Growing Strong brand initiative, established Strong Points, the college's signature coaching and personal advising program, and built or renovated outdoor spaces, buildings, and infrastructure across campus, including Johnson Hall, Jones Auditorium, the Lowry Fitness Center, the Elizabeth Triplet Beam Fountain Plaza, a new nutrition lab, a new building for exercise and sports science and communications, and more. She has chaired the executive board of the National Association of Independent Colleges and Universities. She's also past treasurer and current chair of the North Carolina Independent Colleges and Universities. She serves on the President's Council of the Cooperating Raleigh Colleges and chairs the President's Council of USA South, Meredith's athletic conference. She currently is president in residence for the Council of Independent Colleges. She has starred with her beloved bachelor in holiday videos galore, attended countless student events and sporting contests, and she has helped us to get to know Quincy, whose life will improve in proportion to the number of meetings Jo will not attend next year. Jo, we are going to miss your strength and humor, your energy and ideas, your guidance, your love of the people of Meredith College. We are going to miss you. Thank you, Madam President, for everything.
Thank you. I express my personal appreciation for your many kindnesses, but also for the honors that you have given your colleagues this morning in appreciation of their service as well. So now we are pleased to be able to present our recognition awards for the year. We'd like to ask past recipients to stand for recognition as winners of this year's awards are announced. We will ask that this year's winners come forward to be recognized. First, the Access Award, which Jean Jackson will.
If you've been a winner of the Access Award in the past, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. This year, 17 exceptional Meredith employees were nominated by 23 students for the Access Award. Of these, one stands out for commitment to equal access for students with disabilities, as well as for kindness, consideration, and empathy. Here's some of the information from nominations for this year's recipient. He was very warm and welcoming about my disabilities and accommodations. He always took them very seriously. He makes everyone feel less alone, especially about test anxiety. He has an incredible amount of empathy. He makes a difficult class go better, and he encourages his students every day. He cares about students, not only with disabilities, but all students. And my personal favorite student comment, perhaps ever, he's a really cool dude and is really nice about it too. The 2024 Access Award goes to Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Dylan Glotzer.
I'm now pleased to call on Tammy Jackson for the Staff Recognition Awards.
Recipients of the staff awards who've been recognized in the past, can you please rise? Thank you. This is the Staff Recognition Awards. 2 staff recognition awards are presented each year to Meredith staff members who, through their job performance, have demonstrated initiative, teamwork, extra effort, and outstanding service to the Meredith community. All full-time, non-faculty employees who have been employed at Meredith at least 1 year are eligible for the award. Nominations from faculty, staff, and students are submitted to the Staff Affairs Committee, who select the 2 recipients. On behalf of the Staff Affairs Committee and the entire Meredith community, I am pleased to present this year's recipients. Our first awardee has been a steadfast presence in the Meredith Autism Program. She has been described as a staff member who continually goes above and beyond for MAP and the Meredith community. She has given her life to the betterment of the MAP program, starting as a Meredith student to today as a program director. She works with passion and a drive to advocate for the MAP program, students, and clients. Even with a staffing shortage, this awardee shows up with a smile on her face and a dedicated spirit to help clients and students learn and grow. She tirelessly leads MAP and never hesitates to step in to lead preschool, work hands-on with her preschool clients, provide guidance to undergraduate students and the BCBA colleagues. She prepares Meredith students with high quality experience to go out in the world as capable and thriving, who will represent Meredith College for years to come. I am pleased to present this award to Hillary Wilkinson. Our second awardee has helped Meredith College raise multi-million dollars in major gifts, which are $25,000 or above per gift, with approximately $10 million raised in 2022-2023 in major gifts alone. Her fingerprint is throughout the college in the form of donor gifts of endowed scholarships for students, non-scholarship endowments for faculty and students, and current funds to be spent down for the immediate needs of a particular area or project. This awardee has dedicated 23 years of service representing the Meredith community. She has been described as a fabulous representative of Meredith College and makes us proud in all that she does. She leads by example and does right by the college and our donors every time. She is known by one of her favorite sayings, "Let's be solution-oriented." She is well respected for her work ethics and loyalty to her team and the college. She has made our institution a better place as a result of the relationships she has cultivated with donors and foundations and the significant gifts she has closed during her tenure. I am pleased to present this award to Cindy Godwin. And since Cindy has retired, she is now a lady of leisure, so she's not with us today, but we will make sure to get her her award and plaque when she's back in the country. Okay.
The Adjunct Faculty Award for Excellence in Teaching is based on the impact the adjunct faculty member who, through their job performance, has demonstrated initiative, teamwork, extra effort, and outstanding service to the Meredith community. We'll recognize 2 recipients this year. The first winner for this year's award has been the mainstay of her program for many years. During that time, she's earned the trust and respect of her students and colleagues across the campus. She's a model of collegiality, positivity, and commitment to student learning. Her energy in the classroom is infectious. She's good at creating the kind of dynamic learning environment that promotes second language acquisition. The second winner works tirelessly for Meredith students in the classroom and beyond. He provides a warm, engaging atmosphere for his students who feel willing and even excited to participate in class discussions. In addition to teaching, he served on the Fulbright Committee, assisted his department in recruiting majors and minors, and assisted in designing the creative writing minor. This year's winners are Sandra Pasoli and Jason Newport. Please come forward. Thank you all. Several years ago, Harry and Marion Eberly established an award known as the Harry and Marion Eberly Faculty Development Award. This award was created to express a commitment to the ideals of Meredith College and to further its purposes by assisting in the development of the faculty. This award provides financial assistance for faculty here at Meredith for the purpose of developing their expertise. This year's recipient joined the college as an assistant professor in 2020. Her teaching focuses on inquiry-based learning to prepare students to share and apply their discipline knowledge in broader communities. She's taught a wide range of courses at Meredith and stands apart in her passion to teach her students how to communicate their work. As a part of this goal, she teaches her students how to design artwork, do podcasts, and create videos to present their research and findings. One of her students recently took second place for her talk at the North Carolina Academy of Science Research Award for Ecology, Botany, and Zoology. This faculty member continues her own science communication learning, attending and helping lead the North Carolina Triangle Science Communication Expo, and being a member of Joe Palka's Friends of Joe's Big Idea, which supports young scientists at becoming better science communicators. Her research focuses primarily on mouse reproduction and herpetology. Yes, you got that right. She's presented findings in Western Australia, Dundee, Scotland, and across America. Equally strong to her teaching and research is her commitment to community education and outreach. Currently, she volunteers for several outreach events a year with the North Carolina Herpetological Society. She's designed and presented herpetology curriculum at local schools and created an outdoor activity for preschoolers called Frog Twister. If you attend the April 27th grand opening of the exhibit Dueling Dinosaurs at the North Carolina Museum of Science in Raleigh, you will see this faculty member and students participating in an event to celebrate an exciting new exhibit that will forever change how we view the world's two favorite dinosaurs, the Tyrannosaur and the Triceratops. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It is my pleasure to present to you Dr. Megan Elizabeth Sear, this year's Harry and Marion Eberly Faculty Development Award recipient. The Pauline Davis Perry Awards were created in 1980 and are named for alumna and member of the Board of Associates Pauline Davis Perry. Nominations for these two awards are received from the Meredith community. The first award is for excellence in teaching. This year's award winner loves working with her students. Students consistently reference her willingness to assist them, including working one-on-one, helping them learn study skills, and being available and supportive. They also comment on her structure and organization in presenting difficult material and the resources she makes available to them. She's dedicated to helping students understand the connections they can make to various career paths. She uses guest speakers, social media, interpretive projects, and research to engage students in meaningful conversations about what it means to be an economist. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner, Ann York. The second award named for Pauline Davis Perry is for research, publication, and/or artistic achievement. This year's award winner has been able to juggle what has seemed to be an impossible task, an artist immersed in her teaching, and also a highly regarded exhibiting artist. To be an exhibiting artist means so much more than it might imply. First comes the research for the ideas or the concepts of the work. Then come the hours of work to create the art, and finally, a time in professional lighting studios to capture the three-dimensional images to adequately convey to a juror or selection committee the strength of a work of art. Most artists juggling a full-time teaching load with their own artistic practice often allow their exhibition activity to wane. But since 2018, this artist has not only been an excellent teacher, but has been featured in over 20 solo and group exhibitions throughout the Southeast. Please join me in congratulating Holly Fisher. In 2010, when former UNC system president William Friday and his family established the Ida H. Friday Fund at Meredith College to honor his wife, he created our top faculty development award. We're proud that he honored Mrs. Friday, a Meredith alumna, in such an extraordinary manner, and are proud to present this award to a faculty member who is early in his or her career. This year's winner is dedicated to her students and is an excellent teacher. She seeks out and attends trainings to improve her teaching and mentoring skills. Since coming to Meredith, she's maintained an incredible research agenda. She's published 1 article and has 2 book chapters in press. She's been an author or co-author on 6 conference presentations, with 3 of them related to the scholarship of teaching and learning. She's been described by a colleague in the psychology and social work department as one of the most generous colleagues I've worked with in terms of not only sharing her resources and advice, but always being more than willing to share her valuable time. The recipient of this year's Ida H. Friday Faculty Award is Candlin Raid. The Allen and Barbara Page Presidential Staff Service Award is given each year to honor a staff member who's shown exemplary service to the Meredith community. This year's winner joined Meredith in August 2014, working in facilities and maintenance. He was promoted from the maintenance utility position to Technician 2 in 2018, and he was then assigned the role of painter for our campus in 2022. He's very dedicated to the college and wants to ensure his customers, that would be us, are pleased with his work, and we are. He goes the extra mile to make sure employees across campus know how to contact him and provide feedback regarding their needs. Comments shared by others include that he has extensive knowledge and skills, and his dedication is proven to be a great asset to the college. He's capable of making quick decisions and finding solutions to meet various needs. He's happy to teach others, and he portrays a positive attitude and leads by example. He completes job activities without complaint and takes great pride in the quality and accuracy of his work. This year's recipient is Robbie Hulan. Since 1980, 2 Laura Harrell Presidential Awards have been presented to faculty who've made significant contributions to the betterment of Meredith College. This year, we will recognize 3 recipients for this award. Nominations for these awards are made by the students, faculty, and staff of the college. The first winner is a very effective, insightful, and reflective teacher. She brings real-world experiences into the classroom, which the students appreciate. She serves as both a freshman advisor and advisor for majors, guiding these students to efficiently meet their long-term goals. Her knowledge of discipline certifications allows students to gain group fitness certification and hone their leadership skills by leading WOW, which are faculty-focused, and AIM, student-focused, group fitness classes. Since 2018, she served as the director of the Lowry Fitness Center. Our first recipient of this year's Laura Harrell Presidential Award is Heather Sanderson. The second winner has been at Meredith full-time since 2007. She creates an engaging learning environment that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive in its design and its effect. She's an outstanding advisor and mentor. She's provided meaningful service to the college in a variety of roles, including a term on faculty council, chair of the Community Engagement Advisory Committee, co-chair of the Experiential Learning Council, chair of the Arts and Humanities Common Experience Committee, Director of the Costa Rica Study Abroad Program, and her most recent appointment as Director of Meredith in Italy. Our second recipient of the Laura Harrell Presidential Award for 2024 is Callie DeBellis. The third winner has a unique ability to listen to the students' wants and align them with the needs of the department, will of the faculty, and goals of the college. As a result, she's respected by students, peers, faculty, staff alike. Her program's recent steady growth and expansion, particularly in the master's program, is due in large part to her insight, wisdom, and leadership. She served as the director of the honors program for several years, the interim chair of NHHP, and is the director of Dixon Family Community Garden. Our third recipient of this award is Jennifer McMillan. Thank you for joining us today for this celebration, whether in person or online. If we have celebrated your years of service today, please come pick up your gift of appreciation and the certificate from the front of the chapel. And now, let's mingle outside, some freshmen. Thank you all.